this is Affect Me and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be trying on and reviewing this #1 bestseller jumpsuit off of Amazon, and the store that's selling it, they are called OQQ, and I hope I'm saying that name correctly. And now a little more detail about, let's get a little more into detail about this jumpsuit. This is a women's yoga jumpsuit. It is ribbed. It goes for $37.99, and what really sold me, what really cinched the deal on this was the color. The color is absolutely, I don't know if you could see it well, I think you can. The color is just absolutely beautiful. This I got in the color tea leaf, and it's just like a color you don't really see too often, so I was just so blown away by it. I said I have to have that in that color, and plus also it's a color that I don't really have in my wardrobe, so I was just so thrilled to get it. Now let's go into some more detail. This has a square neckline, and I love square necklines because they're just so incredibly flattering. And let's tell you what it's comprised of. It is comprised of 90% nylon, 10% spandex. So the 10% spandex does make it very stretchy, which is a good thing as far as in jumpsuits, because you do need high stretch for it to really, fit you correctly and really work with you. So that's a good thing. Now, at the end of each sleeve, it does have the thumb holes, which I honestly love that look. The thumb holes serve two purposes. One being that it keeps your sleeve straight, where it doesn't bunch up, and in the wintertime, it also keeps your hands warm. So it's got a dual purpose. And now, another thing is, in the back, it's not a low back, it's a high back, and which I love also, because this way it does not mean that I have to find the right kind of bra, to go exactly with the way the back is. So I could just wear any bra and I don't have to worry about that. It's all covered, and it's a wonderful thing. And we're going to get into it, so you're going to see more about it, and you're going to see how it looks. And as far as the wash test, it stood up to the wash test. I washed this prior to this review, and it just came out beautifully. What I did was I, again, put it through a delicate cycle in the washing machine, and I didn't even dry it. I just hung it up to dry, and it just came out beautiful. No shrinking, no issues with it, and it came out awesome. So it stood up to the wash test, guys. So that's another thing that I wanted to tell you, because I always like to wash these clothes before doing my reviews, so you know exactly what happens to it during it, and does it come out okay. I personally think, for the most part, a lot of garments come out okay, and as long as it's in a delicate cycle, unless it specifies that it cannot be machine washed, then I would follow that. But to be quite honest, most garments, can really be put into a delicate cycle, because I consider a delicate cycle almost as if it was like being hand washed. It might be a slight bit rougher than being hand washed, but not by much. And as long as you hand dry it, as long as you hang it to dry, I really don't see there being an issue. So, came out beautiful. Just figured I'd let you guys know that little extra as well on that. Okay, guys. Now for the try on. Okay, guys, I'm only showing you the top of me right now, and as you can see how beautiful the square neckline is. So beautiful, and it's so flattering, and the color is just stunning, and the thumb holes are just so beautiful. You see? Now they keep the sleeve so much straighter and not bunched up, and again, this keeps you a little bit warmer at the end. So it's got, like I said, it's got two purposes. Now, let's explain to you me. I am very full here. I am a size 36D. Now, I took this in a size small. But the problem I'm experiencing always is here, because this is where I'm the biggest, and not so much down there, but up here. So I always have an issue with the top more. Now it does, because of the thumb holes and the fact that the the sleeve is just so much more stretched out. It kind of yanks here. It still kind of yanks here a little bit more. So I'm thinking if I take my hands out and I don't keep the sleeve so straight and I keep it a little bit more bunched up. Say I take it out of there, right? Now I'm taking it out and I'm keeping it a little more bunched up. As you can see, it's a little more bunched. So it kind of alleviates a little bit more pressure and pulling from the top. So that might help it a little bit more if I don't use the thumb holes. Now let's show you the middle of the jumpsuit. Now the middle of the jumpsuit, as you can see, and it's a little hard for you to really kind of see it, but it has like a panel right here. It's got like a panel that kind of like is like a compression. It's more like a compression panel, and it kind of like shapes you a little bit more. It cinches you in a little bit more. And I honestly love that panel. That's what kind of like makes it look even nicer. I do want to explain to you guys that when you have a jumpsuit, it's always nice to have like an accessory, something around the midsection to kind of show division between your upper and your lower body. And I did actually have a beautiful belt that I had selected and I put onto my Amazon wish list, which I'm going to put the link down below. And I was in hopes that maybe I would receive it prior to doing the review and I can show you guys a little bit better. However, I didn't receive it, but I'm going to show you just from putting into an effect right now as to how this would look on me, to show you the difference, to show you how it will separate the top from the bottom. Because in jumpsuits, you honestly want to make it look like not so much like it's sleepwear, but you want it to look more like it's casual, like it's evening wear. So to do that, I think a beautiful belt would accessorize it and make it look so much prettier. And quite honestly, if I had like a cinched, one of those cinched belts, those like really tight cinched belts, the elastic belts, it might actually push up here and keep, it might actually, it might actually keep this more up. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe it'll keep this kind of area more up and not so much like where I have to pick it up. It might actually keep it up itself. So it might where I don't have to keep like pulling it up. So I'm assuming that might be the case. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I wish I had the belt to show you guys. But let's tell you what that belt is, by the way. That belt is from another Amazon seller. They are called Jazz Good. And it is a women's elastic belt with a vintage buckle, and it sells for $11.99. And I chose black because I think black would just be beautiful with this outfit. So that's what I put on my Amazon wish list. And I do believe, to be honest, I really do believe that that kind of like, all these accessories just make it look so different. It changes it from, I'm going to go to sleep to, I'm going to go out. So there's a big difference in that. So I just wanted to show you guys that. Now, I could have probably have gotten this in a medium, but I figured if I got it in a medium, then the rest would be maybe a little bit looser. And the whole beauty of a jumpsuit, it's supposed to be tight and fitting. So I wasn't 100% sure. But knowing that I'm big here, I mean, I don't know. I may not suggest if you're big here to go with the small, than to go with the medium and see how that works. Again, I was trying to figure out all different ways in order to alleviate that issue. So I was trying to like not use the thumb holes. I was trying to maybe perhaps think about a belt so it'll push it up and it'll stay up better. And all types of different ways that I can kind of like get around that issue. So either that or I could just get a medium. But I'm not 100% sure. I might actually see, I might try with a belt and see if that actually works. But again, if you're really big like me here, you might have the same issue that I'm having. So again, because it's a square neckline and it really comes down a little bit further. So maybe if it was more like a higher neck or a scoop and it came up a little higher, obviously, it wouldn't be that bad. But again, that was the whole beauty of the jumpsuit to me, was that it was the cutout neckline. It was just so pretty, and I just thought it was so flattering. So, but I have to take into consideration that I'm bigger here than I am everywhere else. And sometimes I'm always thinking, yeah, it's going to definitely work, and it doesn't. But, well, you live and learn. But again, like I said, I was just trying to get around all of those issues. I was trying to see how I can kind of work it somehow where it's going to work. So the belt will be the last resort, and let's see if I do get the belt. We'll see if it actually does do the trick, like I'm thinking it might. Now let's talk about length. Now I am 5'4", so this comes actually perfect. This actually comes up on me perfectly. But if you're any taller than 5'4", it's going to come short. So if you don't mind it being short, then that's fine. I prefer my pants to be either just at the ankle level or longer than that. But again, it's winter, so we can always cover that up where you won't see it with a boot. So let's just show it to you where it comes up on me. So let's do that now. Okay. Let's show you. This is where it comes up on me. And this is how we can cover it up. And finally, to sum up everything, let's just show you how it all looks all together. The square neckline, thumb holes, the compression panel here to tighten you in. How it looks, let's show you how it looks from the side. This part comes in, this part, see how it is? And it conforms to your body here. It's very, very flattering. Very nice. And let's step back now so you can see everything. There you have it. Okay, I think I covered everything. And I thank you for tuning in and listening. And I hope you have a better understanding of this #1 bestseller on Amazon. Now on to the bonus segment. Now let me explain as to why there is a bonus segment here. A big reason as to why I've extended this video is because just yesterday I was fortunate enough to be in receipt of an item that I had put onto my Amazon wish list, which is actually on my Instagram profile. And one of my wonderful Instagram followers, his name is Jeff. Thank you, Jeff, for purchasing this item for me. It worked out so well because the company that I just did the jumpsuit review for is the same company that also makes these. And these are a 6-pack of assorted bikini underwear, women's bikini underwear. And I was so thrilled because I said, oh my God, this has to now be added to this entire video because it comes from the same company. Now, I have not washed these yet. That's something I normally do before actually showing you guys as to how they wash. So these are not washed yet, but I do want to show them to you. And they come in various colors. So let me just show you. Let me tell you what they're comprised of. They're actually comprised of the same materials as the jumpsuit. They're comprised of 90% nylon, 10% spandex. So they are very stretchy. And what I love more than anything is that each one of them has this protective seal in the crotch. So that makes me happy. Not all the time do you see that coming. Does that always happen? So that made me very happy. Now let me show you the colors. White. And another part of the design, I should say, I'm sorry, is that it's not a total string in the back. It actually has this little triangle piece, which I like in these types of bikinis. I like that little extra added piece of material in the back. Now, this assortment is white, has white. It also has gray. It has pink. Okay, I think you can see that. Black. Brown. And it also actually has 2 black. So this particular assortment has 2 black. And thank you for tuning in and watching my try-on and review. And if you are new to my channel, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. And also please like and share this video as well. And also that little bell, make sure to hit that bell so you can receive any new and upcoming notifications from my channel as well. Okay, guys, take care. Bye. Now, if you are an Amazon seller and you have either a product or a clothing line that you'd like for me to either test out or to do a try on and review, I have an Amazon wish list, so I will post the link down below and you can tell me of the item or the piece of clothing and I will put it onto my Amazon wish list and you can purchase it for me. So I can go ahead and do that for you. Okay, guys, that is the end of my try-on and review. I hope you guys have a better understanding as to how this outfit will look on you. And thanks for tuning in. Take care. Bye.
dopamine rush, got a major league crush when you're next to me. Yesterday I lost the battle, trying at all costs, so to keep you, baby.
살아있는 모든 건 사라져가는 거. There is only one of you, only one of me. There's a million of those who won't let us be, but they're not gonna see me bleed. Cause baby, I got you,